Hi everyone. Well, welcome to the first game of the Drukai Devastators. Uh, their opponents are the Langsla Javelins, an Amazon team. Now, I do have good news and bad news. Let's start with the bad news. I I made a huge boo-boo. Because when I played the game, I thought I had pressed the record button, but did not. So I ended up playing the whole game, and then, whoops, I realized I had no videos to show you. Thankfully, and here comes the good news, replays exist. So of course it's not as interesting to watch a replay than to watch someone playing live. But what are you gonna do? It was either this or just making a summary, and summaries tend to lack that little flair. So anyway, as you can see, uh, all the players I I hired are on the field. Here's Lilith, the witch elf, Kevin Bento, the assassin, and we also have a couple of blitzers, Pheno and Malevorn. The rest are just grunts, linemen, who I did not bother to name. So, let's see. I don't really remember the game that well, to tell you the truth, so I'll just describe what's going on. Here, since the computer has the ball at the near its end zone, I use the blitz to punch a hole through the defense. This way I could send some people to the back and force the computer to split his team. So if he leaves my guys hanging there, well, the ball carrier is in serious trouble. So the computer has to send some players to the back, and of course that makes it easier to deal with his front line. Yeah, I was not really lucky there. I kept getting pushed rolls, not really fun. Of course, the frenzy is a great skill, but at the same time it can put you in a lot of trouble, like here. And as you can see here, the computer did something extremely stupid. Never ever do something like that when you're playing, because he tried to dodge out of my tackle zone to blitz my guy, which is insane. He could have just blitzed here, here, or here, and have just a one die roll, and it's not easy to succeed to make that roll, but still. Instead, he could also have sent one of his line women right here to assist the blitz and have a 2 dice roll. So really, since Blood Bowl is a pretty nasty game, it's rather unforgiving. So it's very important to try and put the odds in your favor. So unless you don't really have a choice, always try to go for a 2 dice block or blitz. So sometimes at the end of a turn, or if you're in serious trouble, you will try 1 die or even 2 dice rolls against you, or God forbid 3 dice rolls against you. And I've seen some of those succeed, strangely enough. But hey, that's Blood Bowl. Sometimes really unlikely things happened. So here I'm getting near his ball carrier, except that now he has some Amazons in my backfield. Not something I really want, since the computer will try to make some crazy passes and usually succeeds. So you have to be careful. So here I brought one of my guys to assist with the blitz. I was not lucky on the first roll, so I used a reroll, but as you can see, rerolls are a bit hard to come by, which leaves the center of the field dangerous, since he has 4 players and only 3. Sadly, I missed my block. I ended up on the ground, gave me a turnover. So now my players are in a bit of trouble. Whereas if I had used those guys first, I could probably have ended up with something nice and have a better chance at stopping her. Well, what are you gonna do? Here, my assassin had a chance to shadow this player since she moved out of his tackle zone. However, I preferred staying there since it was closer to the ball carrier. Still, it did not pay off because the ball carrier was able to go around my players. Still, could have been worse. So now, as you can see, I did my best to cover his catchers. This way, even if everything goes wrong, I have a very good chance of stopping the receiver right there. I tried a blitz. I had sent this guy to assist, so this way I still had a 1-die block because of her. So normally I would have gone around to blitz, except that she did not have enough move. I was a bit lucky since she was stupid enough to try and dodge out of my tackle zone. So now I do have an advantage for both players. And here I can send this guy here, which I did. And let's see, what did I do afterwards? Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem when you have only a few rerolls. You get into situations like this where, heck, you should succeed, but yeah, luck is just not with you at that time. So now the situation has changed, except that the computer tried something stupid, as usual, giving me a chance to pick up the ball and score. Here I used my stab, worked, I was able to stun her. Really good. Could have been better, of course, but still, stun means 2 turns on the ground, so you can't really complain about that. I was able to bring that one down and pick up the ball. Latin. That's a strange name. And boom. I was so unlucky on that turn. I decided to go for it twice because I did not like my chances with those players here, and since they had dodge as well. So I took a chance, and sadly it did not work. Here I got stunned, which means only this guy has a chance of picking up the ball. But then this guy could have a chance of knocking her down. But these are really, really difficult situations. So I did not really expect to succeed. Therefore, I figured I would focus on the receivers. This way, I would prevent the computer from scoring a touchdown before the end of the half. So as you can see, I really like that strategy, sending players out of bounds. Sure, it doesn't really pay off as far as star player points are concerned, but when you need to have uh, a numbers advantage, it's really useful. So I rarely choose not to send them out unless I'm in